Hi, my name is James Wright, and I am seeking the candidacy for Region 6 Florida Pharmacy Association Director. I graduated from the University of Florida in 2008. I worked in a large hospital in Orlando for a couple of years before making the transition to independent pharmacy ownership. I've been doing that since 2012. And since doing that, I've spent a great deal of time on political advocacy. Uh, I've seen so many patients that are sort of harmed. I've encountered a lot of amazing stories. I've encountered a lot of amazing pharmacy owners. Um, I have also been a delegate to the Brevard County Pharmacy Association at the FPA annual convention the past 2 years. And within that, and also under the umbrella of advocacy within independent pharmacy, I've spent a great deal of time speaking with other pharmacy owners, other pharmacists, pharmacy technicians. I've driven around the state just to meet really with one person. I mean, one time I drove to Miami just to meet with one person for 30 minutes and drove back. And that's really, I would say, my biggest qualification. It's the communication, the gathering of information, the communicating with other pharmacy stakeholders. Um, and since I sort of decided to do this, I thought about, well, what is the biggest issue that is facing pharmacy today? And as an independent owner, obviously the PBMs or the pharmacy benefit managers, that is a huge issue. That is what I spend the most of my time on. But as I think more broadly, I think about collaborative practice or provider status. And I really think that payment is what is the biggest issue that pharmacy faces. And if you think about it, collaborative practice, provider status, it's payment. We need to be able to get paid for what we know. Um, and that is really what is going to move the profession forward. It's what's going to save jobs. It's what's going to open up new opportunities. And then within that, you think about the association. How do we get more members? Why are many pharmacists or pharmacy technicians not members of the association? And I just think back to the challenges that I have faced with my involvement. And I think a couple big points are transparency. What is the association? What is FPA? How does FPA make decisions? How do you find information about what the Florida Pharmacy Association does? So I think there needs to be very clear accessibility, transparency. I think the new website is a great first step, but there's more that can be done. And this sort of transitions into my next thought. It's what is the FPA's greatest strength and its greatest weakness? And I would say the Florida Pharmacy Association's greatest strength is the members, and its greatest weakness is the members. And what I mean by that is that the members are so passionate, they have such conviction for what they believe in, that is a great strength, right? I mean, it's just gives such a solid foundation for what we're trying to do. But that also in turn limits or sort of hinders FPA's ability to change. And a good example of this would be at the House of Delegates meeting last year. There were these proposed changes to the FPA Constitution. Something else that was mentioned was adding an independent academy under the umbrella of the Florida Pharmacy Association. And people were really upset about this because it was something new, it was different, it was a change. And I was sitting there at the time thinking, wow, like it's really amazing that people care this much about this topic, about their association. And so we got to find a way to kind of like bridge that gap or turn that passion and that involvement and that conviction into action, or make sure that it isn't, limiting other members, or limiting involvement. And I think the easiest way to do that is by communication and engagement. And, again, my name is James Wright, and I'm asking for your vote for Region 6 Regional Director. Thank you.